What's up guys, my name is Ace, and today we're going to be having a look at the scoped basic training skill in CoD WW2. This is the basic training skill you unlock when you prestige the Infantry Division for the first time. With this perk we get reduced idle sway as well as faster strafe speed while aiming down sight. First up, let's have a look at the idle sway reduction. This first clip here is the PPSH without the scoped basic training skill, and as you can see there's a decent amount of idle sway. That's definitely going to affect your shot if you're trying to take a mid to somewhat longer range shot. Now let's have a look at the idle sway with scoped equipped. As you can see here, a significant reduction to your idle sway speed, and also the magnitude seems to be reduced a decent amount as well. So overall, this perk helps to a very noticeable extent just for the idle sway reduction, but now let's get into the strafe speed increase. The PPSH without using the Infantry Division and without using this weapon perk has an approximate aim down sight strafe speed of 70%. Once we pop this scoped basic training skill on here, it appears to increase our movement speed by roughly 5%. So it's kind of noticeable, but not to a really extreme extent. It may end up saving your life in a couple situations, but honestly you could really do without it and you probably wouldn't notice a huge difference. Now just for a comparison, because one of the division skills for the Infantry Division is to strafe faster when you're aiming down sight, let's have a look to see what the Infantry Division does. This is the Infantry Division without the scoped perk equipped. With this one, it looks like we get roughly a 10 to 12% increase to our strafe speed, so definitely a much larger increase than with the scoped basic training skill, just by using the Infantry Division. So you can see that scoped is kind of a nerfed version of that division training skill with infantry. Now I wanted to take this one step further and see what happens when you stack both the Infantry Division as well as the scoped weapon perk. Well, it turns out these actually don't stack when it comes to strafing speed. So you still will get the idle sway reduction of scoped when you're using it with the Infantry Division, but you don't get any benefit to your strafe speed on top of the Infantry Division's already faster strafe speed. So it's pretty much a waste of a perk to be using this alongside the Infantry Division unless you really want that idle sway reduction, but overall I would say it's not worth it to stack scoped with the Infantry Division. So there we have it. That's going to wrap it up for today's really quick video on the scoped basic training skill. Overall, what are my thoughts on this? I'm glad it doesn't stack with the Infantry Division. I think that would be definitely a little bit too powerful if you were strafing really fast. It's already pretty fast while using the Infantry Division, and I also see where they're coming from by making scoped a nerfed version of that division training skill. If it was just as powerful as that Infantry Division training skill, then I think this perk could become a bit too powerful. I've been using this a decent amount on my SMGs, and I like it so far. I like the combination of the reduced idle sway because SMGs tend to have a decent amount of idle sway, and then that slight increase to your strafe speed while in a gunfight while still allowing me to use the airborne division for that increased sprint speed. This I feel like is great, and I've really been enjoying it a lot lately. So is it a worthwhile perk? Sometimes. Just don't stack it with the Infantry Division. I'd like to know in the comment section below, what do you guys think of this scoped basic training skill? Do you think it should give you a larger increase to your strafe speed or to your idle sway reduction? And do you think it should stack with the Infantry Division? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.